it's June from Paintspotsandpaper and JOTJournalsCreations. I'm just come here this afternoon to do a bit more play on my Alice in Wonderland journal. It's come on quite a lot, so excuse me, messing about, tidying things out the way. I'm just trying to find some room on my desk. It's ridiculous, it really is. It doesn't matter how big my desk is, it doesn't matter how much space I've got or shelves to the side of me. I still haven't got enough space. I need an endless expanse of space, cupboards, shelves, everything. In fact, I think I need a field to work in really, because I'm so messy and I accumulate so much stuff. If you could see my desk, you can't see much of it, thank goodness. But yeah, it's an absolute mess. But I know where things are roughly, not definitely, never definitely. So anyway, I'm back with my Alice in Wonderland journal. As you can see, I've done rather a lot to it. I have actually done the cover and it's all stitched in as well. There's 3 signatures. I've got to finish the cover. There's a few bits I want to do to it yet. It's not quite finished. But yeah, that's the spine. I've got some lace down the spine and I've got some of these lovely little flowers. And that's the back. I've yet to put something else on the back. I will be putting something else. I'm not sure what. And I think there's going to be something. There might be something in these corners. I don't know. I'm going to put those little metal corners on, which will bring this lace in a bit. You can see what I'm doing. It will bring that in a bit. But I don't know. I think that'll look quite pretty. But I'm thinking of putting something else just on there just to accent the corners. I don't know yet. I might not. See how I go. The actual fastening I'm not certain of yet. It will probably be something that comes from here. Either that or something that will just go the whole way round. Either way, it obviously won't be fastened at the back here. Well, I very much doubt it. Unless I think of something in the meantime. Of course, you know the way I change my mind every 2 minutes. Yeah, so on the front, I've got Alice. Really lovely picture of Alice and the teacups. And as I say, I've got things to finish there. This is the inside cover. The inside of the spine is this Alice in Wonderland fabric that I bought a little while back. And yeah, it's really pretty. I want to incorporate some more of that within the journal itself. What have I got fallen? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I've got to obviously do something to the insides. That will come under the decorating. This page, I've put several pages in each signature. There's some of this beautiful, it's really thick vellum, so that'll be strong enough for pockets. And you obviously can't really write on this side, but it is really, really pretty. And I thought, I don't know whether I'm going to do any decoration on that side or not, to be honest with you. I've cut out these little corners. I did think briefly of perhaps putting some pretty corners on them, just to make them look even more cute. As I say, it's just that one's still been, it's still percolating, as I say. I've got ideas in my mind that I have to have them running around for a little while before I decide what I'm doing. And here I've put a belly band on, and that looks quite nice. And you can see bits of it through here. You can see the pink, which is pretty. I've got to put something else in there. I don't really want to cover up this lovely sparkly. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like a handmade paper, but with all these sparkly roses in it. And I thought ideal to go with Alice, because obviously there's roses in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, and to go through the pages now, there's a lot of decorating to be done. I'll quickly flick through them with you. This and all these pages are out of Alice in Wonderland colouring book, but it can have other bits put on, probably pockets and things on them. This one I turned into a pocket. I just absolutely adored these roses. That's one of my favourite pages in the whole book. And I put some lace here to make a little pocket, and I've stitched this one round there. It's glued as well as stitched, so I hold it better. And I thought that was quite good with just the King of Hearts peeping over the top there. And of course something will go in there. And as I say, I couldn't bear to lose the other side of the pocket, so I've put it in as an extra page really. And it's lovely, I've got this lovely washi tape that's got all the card suits on it, which I was really pleased about. And yeah, here's Alice with in the rose garden. And yeah, just lovely. I'm loving doing this. It's really lovely. Right, then we've got that page. I'm not sure how much of that I want to cover up. There's plenty of journaling space throughout the journal. She's really pretty. I've got to leave her there. And this was in the colouring book, but this my daughter had coloured in with some, I think, alcohol pens. But I thought she did such a nice job of it. I didn't want to lose it, so I'll keep it and put it in here. And I've stitched some lace down there. And this is just some all coffee dyed paper and tea dyed paper. The colouring book isn't tea dyed or anything, but I don't mind that because it's not bright white and it'll have things on it anyway. But here you've got all the different icons. This is from the Alice in Wonderland book, and you see that's all stitched around. More journaling space, so I might put more on it. This is the centre page of that first signature with Alice with the caterpillar. And I'll go through there, and I've got another belly band here and a page from the book. And that's all stitched in. And I've put another little pocket in here with a piece of embossed card with rosebuds and thorns on it, which once again goes. Sorry about that, I was just trying to stop my dog from scratching the carpet because she's, oh bless her, she's making her bed and I can't stop her doing that. So excuse the scratching in the background. It's just Poppy making herself comfortable. So yes, I've got that little pocket there, and I love this embossing, so I'm going to do some more of that. It's just an embossing folder I found, and I thought that's perfect. More journaling space. I'll be putting something on that page. I was thinking of putting just a side tuck here, just covering this side up, because it's quite nice to have a bit of Alice there. I didn't mind that. There's another nice page. Now this is printed on the page, but it would have made a really nice tuck. And I'm thinking of printing that out again and cutting this piece out as a tuck. So that's something for the future. I'll say lots of journaling space. And it's lovely that these lines are printed on. This is particularly pretty, and I just love the reds and that. And so I've got some more washi tape with card suits on it. So I've put some down there because it's got all the colours in it. It's got the red and the blue and that, like the goldy colour and that, so I thought that goes really nice. There's more coffee dyed paper. There's the Queen. I'm not sure I'm going to keep her or not, but I might. Some keys. That's just opposite side, the teacups again. And I love these roses, they're beautiful. And here's the back end of that piece of paper, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. But I'm thinking of putting some more. I have cut out somewhere. Yeah, I have cut out to the size some more of these pieces of card to make pockets. So I may well put some more pockets in. Or I might just put one. I'm not sure yet. But I like the way they're coming out the front. If I show you quickly, dodging about what I've done with this one, I've cut a piece of the book itself to round about the size of the pocket. They're all, I think, 5 by 3, and I just edged it with a vintage photo, and then I printed out just stamped out onto it some of these stamps from the stamps that I've got, and the teapots along here, and I did them in gold first and then went over them in black to make them stand out better. And I've just gone all the way around the edge with some gold, and I really think that's going to look lovely. So I've got another one that I've cut ready to decorate. I'm going to decorate it and then stick them in because it's easier to stamp them rather than in the book. So I should be doing that. And I think when if I do the others, put these other little ones in and make them into pockets, I'll decorate them first and everything before I stick them in, because yeah, this is a lot easier than trying to stamp on here where it bends and everything. So, but I do think that's going to look really pretty. I do absolutely love it. I think this is one of the favourite journals I've worked on so far. I'm so enjoying it. I have done an Alice one before, but I didn't have so much materials to hand, so much the Alice in Wonderland thing. So this one I've got quite a lot, and this beautiful kit. I didn't have this kit before. So yeah, anyway, that's the more or less takes us up to the end of the back of it. Of course, that's sparkly. That's the end of the first signature, and this is the second signature, which I thought was good with the Mad Hatter and everything. Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And there's some of this lovely, beautiful blue paper here. But those aren't meant to be in there. I was thinking of going around the inside edge of this side with these. I'm still not sure. Still haven't made up my mind, but it was a thought. So I cut them out. I thought I'd try them out. But because that can be, although it's embossed, that can be journaled on. And then there's a lot more journaling space. There'll be more pockets, obviously. I've got lots of pockets to go in. There's Alice again. I've put another lace pocket in here. This one, unfortunately, isn't stitched in because I put it in after I stitched the signatures in. I'll just go through. That's the second signature. Once again, it's got a kind of book page sewn in. That's the centre of it. I'll put the roses at the top because I didn't want to cover them up with pockets. So I'll put them at the top, then we can write down here, and I can put pockets down here. And there's a cat again. Another book page stitched in and a belly band on there. And there's the rabbits from the white rabbit from the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. This is a piece that I trimmed off when I was cutting the pages down, and I remember I said I kept the pieces, and yeah, I thought I'd edge the page, which is giving it some stability, and yeah, it goes really nicely with the rabbits there. Oh, that's another piece of card that I embossed with the same embossing folder, made into another pocket to go there, which is pretty. Just flick through quickly. And this has come to the end. Once again, I've cut the pieces to go on there if I decide to put them in. If not, I'll do something else. I'm not sure what. I haven't decided. More stuff that's percolating in my mind. And this is that's my favourite image. This is the last signature. And once again, I haven't quite decided what to put on there. I'll probably be putting pockets or something on there. And that's just more coffee dyed paper, or tea dyed, I think. No, it's coffee dyed. That will probably have a pocket on it because you couldn't write on there. And it's a bit plain. And here's another piece of the colouring book that I've put a lace pocket in. As I say, once again, after the fact, after I'd put it sewn it into the book, or into the journal. So it's well glued in. In fact, it's stuck down really nicely, I thought, as of that. Going through. There's the white rabbits again. It's another lovely piece that's stitched in. And I used some lovely blue thread because it goes obviously with Alice in Wonderland. And there's a really nice belly band on that one. This pocket I'm thinking of putting in here, I think it goes. But I couldn't decide whether, I mean, it would be folding over at the sides to give it a bit more room. It's sort of gusted at the sides, but they're not gusted at the bottom, so that will go in like that sort of thing. But I don't know whether I want it here on this page or whether I want it on the blue page, because it goes lovely on there. So I've got to make up my mind about that, but it goes just as nicely on there, really. I don't know. I'll see when I've folded it. I'll see how it looks when it's a bit smaller. I think I had another couple of pages that I've put in. I'm thinking of gluing in. There's another piece from the book that is another colour plate from the book that's stitched in with a nice blue thread. Excuse me. And the white rabbits again. There's yet another pocket that I've done. I think each signature has got one of these embossed pockets in it. And I've just put some lovely lace down the side there, which has really strengthened the page down that side. It gives it a bit of, gives it a bit more strength. What else have I got? What else I've done in here? Yeah, just more pages to be decorated, and got this little pocket, which once again like the one before, and I thought it'd go in quite nice here because it's opposite the Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts card, so I think I'm going to put that one in there. And this one I was thinking of putting in here because it's just, you get the look of the rose there and the pink here, and it just, for me, it just goes really nice. And this is the back cover, inside of the back cover. So I want to incorporate more of this fabric in, but I'm not sure where yet. Need to think on that, but it's all together. It's all stitched together at last. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get on with, get some of this rubbish out of the way. Excuse me. And just going to pop these back in with the blue paper, which should be in the second signature. So, yeah. I'm going to pop those back in there and run it round in my mind whether I want to stick them in or not. I don't know if I'm going to yet. But these are obviously definitely going in. And I'm going to sit and do this one now. Finish it off. Same as I did that one, and stamp some images on it. And perhaps get those two stuck in. It'll only be a short video because I'm off out a bit later on. But yeah, I'd like to get a couple more bits done before I go out. Excuse me while I have a drink of my coffee. Oh, it's better. It's decaf coffee, unfortunately. I'm having to cut down on the caffeine. I had to, I went to my doctor's one day last week before last, and she did my blood pressure. So I'm just deciding what to put on here. I know what I was going to put. She did my blood pressure and immediately ordered me to go up to the A&E at the hospital because it was ridiculously high. And I think it was just stress, really. I don't normally suffer with high blood pressure, but anyway, when I was in the hospital, I spent 18 hours in the hospital. I had every test under the sun, I think. But yeah, anyway, the outcome was they've put me on blood pressure pills. Oops, something falling down there. And yeah, just got to sort of take things a bit carefully. But they insisted I had a scan of my brain because I've got a tumour and because I've had a seizure before. And they were worried in case I'd had a bleed on the brain. But luckily that was all okay. But I've got a brain scan coming up in March anyway, I believe. So, right, don't want to get this. It blocks out the light. That's better. See what I'm doing there. I'll probably go and plonk my elbow or something in the ink if I don't put it over there out the way. So, clumsy and untidy. Yeah, I think I want that one. Yeah, I'm going to put Alice there. But if I can get these done, I can get them stuck in. At least those 2 pages will be finished. If you can hear squirting going on in the background, it's just my partner. You see, not sure what he's cleaning, but he's cleaning something. No idea, I'm trying to guess what he's cleaning out. I can do some brushing now. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, as I say, I thought I'd turn the camera on while I'm working this afternoon and just show you a little bit of how this is coming along. I think that's enough ink. I'm never very sure about whether I've got enough ink on or not. Let's bash a bit more on. I'm going to stand up for this because make sure I get enough pressure on it. Looks about right. But yeah, I hope you're all well. So I'm not too bad now. I think the blood pressure pills are helping actually, because I have been sleeping better. Now I don't know whether that's because I've really cut down the caffeine or because I'm on blood pressure pills. I'm only on a low dose as far as I know. But no, I've no idea, but I am sleeping so much better. Trouble is, I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm dozing off in the afternoon. And I was sitting in the living room earlier on, having had lunch, and I was watching a video. And although it was a very good video, it's a YouTube video. Yeah, next minute I found myself dozed off. So when I woke up, I thought I'd better get on and do something, otherwise I'm going to go out later on and I'll be annoyed with myself because I've got nothing done. Yeah, so I'm not too bad at the moment, and I hope you're all well. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we did have, last weekend we had lovely weather on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So I spent 2 days and a bit of the third day out in the garden, believe it or not. And yeah, I was getting out I've got a load of comfrey that suddenly sprouted up in my garden all over the place. And I wanted to get it all out before I started putting plants in and seeing what space I'd got this year. Because it's a right thug and it takes everything over. I think that's done now, don't you? No, the middle bit hasn't come out. Let's see if I can get it back on. I'm going to put a bit more ink on it first. Look at that. Should have used the thingy, shouldn't I? Them sponge things. I don't think the ink's going very well in the middle. So I haven't used this stamp before and I don't really know how good it is. Obviously not very. I'm getting lots of ink in some places and not very much in others. It's like ink pad or this. Okay, yesterday, and I'll get the top on. Let's get it a half now. I'll see if I can get that near, if not spot on. This works. I don't really have to, well, I suppose I'll cut another one out. It doesn't take long. Yes, I've been out weeding, getting rid of all this blasted comfrey out of the garden, and also I put in a few, I know it's late, but I put in a few woodland bulbs. I've got some areas around a couple of fruit trees that I've let grow into a meadow, and I didn't get these bulbs in January, or I think it was December or January they're supposed to go in, but it does say they can go in later. So I've put those in later in various places around the trees. And I've also got some little tins of wild flowers that have got to go in there. But they're going to sit in the fridge for 2 weeks because the coldness of the fridge for a couple of weeks sparks them into germinating, and then you go and plant them out. Let's see if this works. Still not very good, is it? Now I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to use a different image, I think. Let's just ink that. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a few more wild flowers. I've got 3 little meadow areas out there. And they looked quite pretty last year with all the long grass around the trees now. And then my partner cuts the lawn around them, makes little paths. And it looks very effective. They no longer look like just bits of long grass. You can see that they're designated areas. And yeah, they look really lovely. Now, I think that's as far as I got on that side, wasn't it? I'll put the gold on in a minute. Right, I'm going to have a go at stamping something else on it then. Let's have a go at this one. Oh, I've got a few stamps here. I don't want to try that one again, just in case it doesn't go right. I'm going to test it out a few times on some plain paper. These look quite nice. There's my favourite image again. I'm going to try. Oh, I hate getting these nipples. I think I'm going to tear the stamp. I'm going to try it out on this odd bit of book page first. And I'm not going to use a what's it thing? What's it? Acrylic block. Because I think sometimes you can get better pressure without those. I mean, I should have a stamping mat underneath. I have got stamping mats. It's just, I don't know, I just tend to smudge it all with those. Because I think that sometimes they're a bit too soft, or I just push too hard on them. And it's probably the latter. Let's do it this way. I'm on camera, yeah, I'm just about on camera. But I'm going to bring you down a little bit. I'm not going to see, but let's move over here. Let's try and move this without smudging it. Yeah, I have got quite a few Alice in Wonderland stencils that I haven't yet raked out. But yeah, I bought those when I did my daughter's journal because I don't think I had any stamps in. Oh no, that comes out lovely. I think that's going on there, and perhaps it is better just to do it with your hands. I wonder if, just a minute, sorry, messing about. I'm going to see if this one comes out better like that, although I think this just, I think it might be the stamp not very even. It's just not taking the ink in the middle bit. You can see it's not getting wet there. Well, you might not be able to see, but I can. It's a case of forcing the ink along there before I stamp it, I think. It's a shame because this is lovely, this Alice, but let's see. Let's just see. See if I can do something with it. So getting the ink wetter and that on that in the middle of it. Let's have a go. I'll probably wipe most of it off before I get it down there. Let's have a look. That's where I was having trouble in the middle there. I think perhaps how the stamp's made, perhaps it goes a little bit concave or in that piece perhaps. Not quite level with all the other raised areas, I think. look. For goodness sake, look at that. I did it upside down, of course, but there we go. That's beautiful, isn't it? I will cut that out and put it. Now, dare I try this on here again? Because I do want it on there. I might have that on that side. Yeah, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to live dangerously. You watch me put it on upside down. Alright, now I've got to get plenty of ink on it. But yeah, if are any of you into gardening? Love to hear about it, what you're doing to your gardens this year. I've planted some camellias last year, which are grown and they're blooming this year, which is beautiful. And quite a few other little shrubs out there. I'm planning on planting a couple of trees. I want a mountain ash. I can't think what the common name for it is. Begins with an R, but I can't think what it is for a minute. It'll come to me in a tick. But yeah, I want a mountain ash and like a hawthorn, maybe an alder, not sure how you pronounce it. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, it's a rowan tree, the mountain ash. Oh, nearly up the wrong way. No, I nearly did that upside down. But yeah, they're so pretty. Just with their berries, just their leaves are pretty. Right, here we go. If I muck up this one, I've got to make another one. But I don't mind, it takes 2 minutes. But let's hope this one comes out. Frightened to look. Yep, that's nice, that's lovely. I'm pleased with that. Right, and this little one's going to go on this side, I think. It's lovely to get the stems out again. And these are really pretty, I love them. This is my favourite. Why is this my favourite image out of the whole lot? I don't know. I think it's because it's got a tree on it. That must be what it is. Because it's got a tree. Anything with a tree is absolute a winner with me. Let's have it there. There we go. Probably smudge out there, but never mind. That doesn't really matter. It'll all add to it, won't it? It's a junk journal after all. And it's handmade. So you don't want it like a perfect print that comes out of a shop, do you? Mass produced. How boring. Much nicer to do something totally unique. There you go. Yeah, I did catch it up there, but it doesn't really notice. Not these little dots around. I don't mind that, actually. So, what else am I going to put on here? I think I might leave this one at that. I'll, perhaps... no, I'm going to leave this one like that. I'm going to put some gold on it. Then we'll get them glued on. Yes, I'm hoping to plant some trees in the garden. Or some more trees, should I say. I do love trees, and they're digging up so much, aren't they, everywhere? Now around us, it drives you mad. So they're building everywhere and that. We're sort of out in the countryside, really. We're on an island. But, yeah, we just had fields at the back of us, but now it's going to be houses. But, yes, I want to replace some of the natural trees. And what I'm aiming at, and in fact, it's starting to work, actually. I'm aiming at making my garden a little wildlife haven for the birds and the creatures. And since I started really working at it last year and doing the meadow areas and that, I've got hedgehogs back in my garden, which I haven't had for about, oh no, good 10 years or so. And the different variety of butterflies I get out there is unheard of before, and moths. We get bats. I'm not sure where they roost. We have got a bat box, but I don't think they're in our bat box. My partner thinks they're possibly in under the eaves of one of our roofs, because we've got like our bedrooms are under the eaves because it's like a shallow bungalow. And yeah, my partner thinks they're possibly up there. They're obviously somewhere very close by, otherwise they fly around our back garden in the evenings, you know, during the warmer weather. So I think they hibernate in the winter. But yeah, we've got more of those. Oh, we've got all sorts of birds, different birds out there. It's amazing. And I'm hoping, I've put a little wildlife pond in. It's only a little tiny thing. But I'm hoping to encourage the newts back in the garden, because we've had them come in the garden from ponds around. But I was worried now they've dug over there and built whether we'll still get them. But you never know. Hope so. Right, let's get these in. I'm going to use a bit of this bacon glue. Perhaps I better use this one if it doesn't work, if it decides to work, so I don't wreck it. Again. Use my chair squeaking. I'm going to treat myself to a new one. This one's literally fallen to bits. But, oh, my blue's in very pretty colours. That's where that rust's from the pin. Never mind, as long as it glues it. Let's give it another. Oh, there it is. Another stab with the pin. See if I can get it going. Oh, in. Right, now let's have a go. Come on, don't be awkward. It's a good job this is going on the back, so it's disgusting, isn't it? Oh, it comes coming out whiter now. Doesn't worry me if it's going on the back, it's not going to be seen. Oh dear. And of course, you didn't tell me, did you? No. No, I'm just about to. Oh, I do want it on there. Oh my god. It's because it's pocket shaped. I'm thinking that I'm going to be gluing it down as a pocket, and I'm not. I'm just covering a pocket. Stupid woman. A bit more along there. Make sure it's stuck properly. I don't want it pinging up. Excuse me while I stand up again and do this. Yes. Bring it over a tiny bit. That's it, I'm happy with that. I didn't want it to go exactly. I wanted a little bit of edging around it. So I'll do like that. I'm going to stand up and do the rest of it. I think it's easier. One might be. That horrible big glob on the top of my glue spout. Oh, get that off in a tick when I clean up. Yeah, we had those couple of nice days, and it really was nice. It was warm as well. A bit breezy, but apart from that, it was warm. It's overcast. most of the time. We did have a bit of sunshine though, but since then it's done nothing but rain. Which I suppose I should be pleased because it waters the bulbs in, but yeah, nothing but rain ever since. And I don't think we'll get much. I'm hoping it's going to be a bit dry tomorrow because I'm over my... If I didn't try and work and talk, I might get these things straight in the first place. Oh, that would do. That will have to be like that now, but I think it looks nice still. Yeah, what was I saying? Tonight I'm going over to my friend's house and my daughter meets me over there. Well, it's like she's like a mutual friend that we're going to see. And we get together every so often, the three of us. Sometimes somebody else comes along. And yeah, we have a dinner together. Usually at my friend's house. One of us cooks it. Or we go out to the local, quite often to the local pub for a meal. But yeah, this time we're indoors and I think she's cooking a Mexican. I've got to take dessert and we have a few drinks. We have some wine. We're having wine tonight. We usually drink gin, but tonight we're having wine because it goes better with Mexican. And oh, I'll sit back down again now. Yeah, she lives even more so in the countryside than me, in a little village, and there are some beautiful walks around there. So I'm hoping tomorrow it'll be at least dry so I can go for a walk with her for an hour or two. If I'm up to it, if my legs are up to it, I hope so. But either way, it's still nice. The end of her garden just looks out on the fields. And it's all sort of just got very open wrought iron fencing along there, so it's lovely. I can take a wander down her garden. It's a really lovely little cottage garden. So yes, I'm hoping we get some nice weather tomorrow. Right, that's that page where it's not done. Let me see what time I've got. I'm getting a bit short on time. What I was going to do is stick that down for a start. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting some, what are they called? I think what they're called for a minute. Little rivety things. Rivety things. Oh dear, I'm going totally mad. No, it's gone. Absolutely gone. That's what I'm looking around for the thing that... Oh. Eyelets. I'm going to put in some eyelets down here and dangling a few of these. These are lovely little cups and teapots I've got, so I might actually get on and put a couple of those in, or I might leave that for now and do that next time. Just put a couple more pockets in. That'd be an idea, wouldn't it? So get a bit further forward before I start decorating. You get sort of caught up, don't you, with the decorating, and then you don't go on and get anything else done. So let's have a look. So I'll put in a couple of those pockets I had along here. Find them. Out the way. Find a little scoreboard which is hidden itself. Everything hides on my desk. It's ridiculous. I don't know how I'll get anything done. Oh, don't hide. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. Let's get the... I like to score them because they do fold better. to get this out. Right. Where am I? 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs to move over a tad. It's about it, I think. Just go this side. And I'm scoring on the outside because then I'll be folding it inside. So this valley will become a mountain. I think it weakens the card less if you do it that way around. Alright, give it a quick inking. I think I did ink this one actually. I wasn't going to ink much of this journal, but it looks like I am inking some of it. I'm not going to ink all of it though, I don't really want it all inked. Alright, so look where I was going to put him. And he was near the Queen. This page, wasn't it? Yeah, near the Red Queen. Now, do I want over there, middle, over here. I'll pop them in the middle. Yeah, then I've got room for, I'll put lace or anything down there. Here's going in the middle. So I'm showered and everything all ready to go. Just got to pack my overnight things and do my makeup. And on the way I've got to pop into the supermarket and get some kind of dessert. Ice cream was suggested, some kind of ice cream, which would go quite nice after a chilli, I suppose. So I've got to get that on. I've got to get some wine, that reminds me. They're drinking Rioja. I'm not fussed on Rioja. So I'm going to get myself a nice Shiraz, I think. I do like Shiraz. Very too easy to drink. I know blood pressure and all that, but excuse me while I drop my coffee. Doesn't look very healthy. Now it's gone a bit cold because it's got soy milk in it, but it still tastes lovely. There's that one in there. And I'm going to pop this one, I think, on the inside of that shank there. On the inside of there. Or there. I want to put it there because you can at least write on that. You can't really write on this, so it's not me covering it all up, and I can just, if I can get it to go in the same place. Although this is really good, this does show through. When I used this to put the other pockets on, you couldn't see it on the other side at all. So I don't know whether it's because this is thick vellum. You can this because it's the art glitter glue, which hasn't stuck at the bottom. But yeah, the 3-in-1, and I stuck those other pockets on. I looked on the other side and you couldn't even see it. Not even the lines of it, nothing. So I don't know if it's because this is quite thick vellum, or it'd be like on ordinary vellum. But I'm going to try it out because that's handy to know if it doesn't show for putting decoration on vellum, isn't it? I mean, this one doesn't matter if it shows, so I'm putting the other one on the other side. But yeah, this is. In fact, I think probably the beacon will stick it better, so I'm going to just get the looking in that one. Must get one of those dangly things. I'd like one of those. I never thought to get one, but I do think they're nice. I'm going to that there, and I think what I'm going to do is put my book weight on it, and that might stick it down a bit. But this one I'm going to do with beacon. Quickly do this. No. That's right. I've worked myself into a tiny corner again, haven't I have to count them because my eyes sometimes don't. And I see it and then I start to doubt myself. There's not really a lot wrong with my eyes now. Thankfully, last weekend I went and picked up my new contact lenses, and also new varifocals, because I don't always like wearing my contact lenses. I like wearing them and I wear them most of the time, but when I take them out at the night, then I want to read or anything or watch TV, then it's easier just to pop my glasses on to do that. But yeah, so my partner decided he was going to treat me. He bought me new contact lenses and glasses, and he had a couple of pairs of new glasses as well at the same time. So yeah, so we can at least see now. My eyes aren't getting tired anymore like they were. They weren't really achy and tired. But yeah, it's great, absolutely great. I don't know if that's stuck, but if it hasn't, then I'll go back to it at some point and redo it with this. I think it's because it's not, hasn't got these folded piece at the bottom. But however, let's do this. Can't see anything, can you? I don't suppose you can see a thing. Let's give this a poke. Oh, that's okay. I had a glob of glue on the end. This one's usually pretty good. I quite like this beacon actually. I stopped using it for a while. I don't know why, because it is very good glue. I'm still in camera, really just. Sorry about that. And I didn't ink it, did I? Damn. Damn and blast, as my mum used to say. Oh well. I'm sure it won't notice. It's all so pretty. They're gorgeous colours in it. I love it. I've got so much bits and pieces to go in this. It's just unbelievable. So what size it's going to end up, I do not know. But it should end up really, really pretty. Oh, it's moved over a bit. Go on, over. Shift. Up a bit. Something about vellum, you can slide it around on it. And also the glue slides nicely on it. I think that's about as near as I'm going to get it. That's a pretty pocket. I should have all these roses and things. It's absolutely gorgeous, this kit. And this is, I'll have to put it in my description this time. I think I forgot last time. This kit is from Artie Mays. It's Alice in Wonderland, obviously. Yeah, from Artie Mays. And it is a beautiful kit. It really is lovely. I can see me I'm definitely doing more of these. They're so nice to do. I think I've enjoyed this one. I don't know. I enjoy them all, but I have enjoyed this one the most so far. Excuse me, it's my coffee coming back to remind me. That's it, that's those 2 pockets in. We've got a couple of bits done, didn't we, after I'd shown you all through the journal. And yeah, and I'm going to put the little things, these, you know, little, you know what they are. In here, I'm going to hang some cups and teapots down there. I think they look really great. I don't know whether I should leave that plain, I think. Might put some gold around the edges of that actually, just very quickly. Whilst I think of it, otherwise I'll forget I was going to do it. I'm going to put a bit of gold around the edges of this. I think it might just... hopefully give it something that isn't too much of a mess. Eyelets. Just remember what they are, eyelets. I'm definitely going to have some eyelets down here with some little teapots and teacups hanging from them. And I'll either do that off camera or I'll do it on camera next time. Either way, it will be done. Shall we have some on the other side? God, this could become addictive, couldn't it? It really could. I'm not being very careful, am I? But it doesn't matter. It gives it a little bit extra. A bit more interest, doesn't it? A little bit of gold around the edges. I think maybe I don't need to put those corners on this bit now, really. I would like this gold on the corners. Yeah, like that. Put something underneath, but I don't mind. Let that dry. Whoa, let that dry a minute. Find my lid. That's it. And that, yeah, I think that's a really, really pretty page. I've just got some little tickets and things in it. It'd be nice. Deciding what to do with that one. It's so pretty, but I might put something on there that I can still see this and the stitching, so I like that. Right, so we've done that, and we've got those couple of pockets in. Not a lot, but I did spend some time showing you through the book, what the journal, shall I say, I've done so far. Anyway, I hope you like it. I must admit, I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm going to be putting some danglies on here, some beads and things I expect. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that so far. Very pleased. And it's sitting quite nicely so far as well. Yeah, and it's a lovely size. Nice size. Anyway, so I'll leave it there and wrap this one up, and I'll do some more off camera and let you know how far I've gone with it next time. So anyway, take care everybody, and have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.